BBL 对上 NRG， 这场在圣地牙哥的大师赛话题性拉满。BBL 狂鞭 NRG 则是各种神级操作回怼。究竟这场比赛会有多精彩呢
？Try and take big man control early. NRG are going to be able to get close. Relay bolts here, potentially catching onto Loida. He's trying to get off the side, but here's Marta ready to fight for it. Heads roll, and NRG in one fell swoop.
Oh, the barrel is spotted by Lover's Rock.
Oh my god! His gate crash, I don't think it has the effect he wanted it to. He might have wanted that back towards spawn a bit further. Either way, Lover's Rock swings himself onto the angle. Takes the Vice out, but now he's got to contend with the Viper's Pit.
Oh my god, I mean, Ethan is so low. Even mid-range could have gone down to the shorty.
Now, though, the question of getting back into the site for BBL is a difficult one. Screens is covered up by their Viper's Pit. And they've got Marta in position to watch an A main play. Dancing the bullets past the wall, but Loida's still able to make short work of him.
Now they've got a real chance, and they have more than enough cash to go for a risk like this.
NRG are in the pit. They can play themselves back into the site that way. Their information now is kind of expired in its usefulness. Loida's already playing forward onto the spike. Doesn't know if it's going to be a swing out of this pit, though, to try and challenge him, but Lover's Rock's trying to get ahead of it. Scuba, that's the swing, and there's Lover's Rock ready for it. Loida, that is dirty stuff. Gets it to half, and now it's on Kiko. And the Guardian's just not going to cut the mustard, is it? 6 up for BBL.
It's up to heaven. The spike isn't planted for him either. Really bizarre situation.
Oh, free haircut, anybody?
And these little mistakes adding up just give BBL enough room. I can't believe how much that crumbled for NRG. Just miscoms on miscoms, it felt like.
Fast play towards the A site now. Oh, he's going to see all of it! It's a disaster for NRG! No respect. Just as promised from BBL. Rope's making those shots a little wayward, but Brawk is still dealt with it eventually. Just a suspension of disbelief, perhaps. Kiko next out.
Posted up in B heaven.
Brawk does have a rifle, though. Oh, no, noise made, and Brawk's able to capitalize. Now there's a glimmer of hope. Dimming by the second, though, as Lover's Rock gets closer under Dimensional Drift and emerges in front of Brawk. It's an absolute capitulation for BBL. And the MasterCard Thrifty snatched up for NRG.
I mean, also just, what a call to say, Brawk, just start running to B. You're a little slower than I am. I'll grab the spike. I'll meet up with you later.
That seems so hasty for Lover's Rock to emerge from the drift like that.
He thinks he could maybe...
Kiko going to be pressured on the side. This time he tucks. Doesn't look for a cross.
Again, NRG, they're here fast. They have 4 players on this site.
His classics had to go to work, but BBL are just not going to let them find their footing. And they're swept away. So it's on Brawk again, who with the classic will simply challenge from rafters and ideally make a swift but dignified exit from the round. Rose will be the one to close it.
Why not?
Kiko doesn't have the time to check every single angle. The weapon is out, and the pocket sand deployed by Lover's Rock.
Mata needs to back up. That's a bit too much pressure. Okay, the judge ain't doing that. Judge isn't doing that, bro.
Apropos of nothing, it's Ethan down through the smoke. Kiko, though, has been very dependable on this B side of the map. Great anchor, bought a lot of time, and there he just takes that kill in B main. And actually looking a little comfortable here, or at least easing into this defense side now. Nice slide in from Mata. And the Rock has his ankles broken, and now it's up to Lover's Rock and Rose. Sees the gun barrel. It's Lover's Rock handled now. Pretty clean from NRG.
I just want to go for this straight up exec. They have to deal with Brawk and some delay utility in that choke.
Exactly. That Razorvine could be big, but Lover's Rock, of course, can circumvent all of it. There is the Rock falling, though. Ethan plays himself onto the side. Checks that Razorvine spot, and then what an angle to find Lover's Rock on. They all step up, and the Mastermind knocks them down like dominoes. Loida will be double swung. Ignoble exit from the round, and Ethan is on his feet.
They don't get the info on Brawk being there. They're completely stalled out.
Oh.
And you see the duelists just...
Now NRG have to descend into the Viper's Pit. An unenviable position at the best of times, but they've got to go for it. Lover's Rock straight through the smoke, caught out. That's Kiko for 2, surely not more. Loida steps up, steps out.
In space, not much stall utility where they're playing with the sky.
Look at this.
Relay Bolt is so good, yeah, just the dash in.
The C's, man.
That fight was so important on the flank as well. If Scuba wins that out, surely there is no way they can wrangle this round back into their control.
Ethan doesn't fancy it. Flashed out himself. Kreven's actually able to get ahead of this now, but surely Ethan's looking for it. Cool, calm, collected, king of composure! The king of the dead! Flawless round for NRG! It's still Garden in play. Here it comes. Tough to get out of this one. Kiko trading out for Loida. Now wants to get onto the side. Smokes off that main position, trying to force Rock off the angle, and he's taken down before the smoke blooms. Now onto the site we go. Risky and dangerous for BBL. They're grouped up together, hoping they can crossfire this, but one by one, they step up out into the line of sight of Brawk, and he will have his fill. Match point for NRG.
This is going to be a 4-on-3 for the game.
Oh, through the smoke, Kreven. Doesn't know what him and Brawk's far from done. This is exactly where he shines. Through the corners, the damage is gone. LaRock is riddled with bullets. Rock tries to stand up, but it's on Loida. 1v2 in the post-blood. Oh! Unbelievable! We're in both for Loida! Takes us to overtime!
The speed on that second shot, the reaction time.
Marta thinks twice about fully committing to it. Relay bolt, fast lane, you name it, distracts him from the reality of Scuba descending. Loida in the back corner of the side, and Marta slides on up. Rose will get the drop on Kiko though. A backstab pays off, and NRG still need to find a spike plant.
And LaRock is just still in B main with this judge, has to find a moment to close the distance.
Just a bit of the head was enough for Ethan to take Rock out of the game. It's all on LaRock. With the judge, gets an upgraded weapon, understood. Scuba's going to be able to set up that high-low crossfire. LaRock with it all to do. His hands on with the shorty. Well, now Ethan and Scuba have to work this from different angles, pick apart the tapestry the BBL are put together. And we're just going to show. Kreven tries to find a timing with it to trade. So it's up to the captain yet again to save, to salvage, to bail water out of a rapidly sinking ship.
The teleport doesn't even get him all the way out. It gets him to elbow, by the way.
Oh, this is play up mid from Marta, okay. Ends up being traded out. Scuba, they're going to play close with the shorty towards rope room. He hears it. Oh, it's ham-fisted. It's haphazard, and ultimately it falls in a screaming heap. Now to salvage, there's just nothing left to gather up for NRG. Rock makes sure of that. It's Kiko. They felt mechanically they were the strongest, and they always overperform expectations. This game, I feel, is no exception. Kreven puts Kiko out of his misery, and NRG.
Fast lane coming in towards B. LaRock is in fast as a fight in mid as well.
Okay, everything promised to BBL. And they will snatch it up happily. Marta slides in, but it's a little too late there, I'd suggest. Plant here over on the B side of the map. Scuba has to play his way into mid, but he's marked up. Prowler reveals his presence, and Rose just walks away. He's done enough. He knows that Scuba is going to be up against the odds. The deck is stacked against NRG. Such that Brawk has to try and work his way into B with an Odin. Good start. Rock out the game. Player advantage still there for BBL, and Brawk needs to find more. How?
There is just no way.
Catch him on the corner twice in quick succession.
Just slowly through the smoke. Loida turns at the exact wrong moment. I cannot believe we are still going.
Topped up in a pinch there by Ethan. Here comes Brawk. A timing for Kiko doesn't quite pay out the way it was supposed to, but it's Ethan locking it down from the corner. Enough to Kreven on his own. Will be spotted, and our match point is theirs.
A really beautifully played post plant from NRG. Can't help his teammates at all.
Loida tries to stop the flash as it comes on in. Kiko boots on the ground, and here's the spray from the Odin. Loida left, black and blue, and Kiko gets the fade out of the game. 4 health and a dream for Loida, and it's enough to take down Kiko. Numbers even now. Scuba knows Loida's low. There's a player towards his left. He may not be alive. That's a third for Loida. Get out!
There is just no
That's
way.
unreal. 4 health, 3 kills, and yet another lifeline extended to BBL.
This is one of the most outrageous games I have ever seen. False info. As NRG, they do want to end on this A side. Rose.
How is he going to get out of this situation?
I mean, he won't be getting out. He just has to get kills.
1 kill might be enough. It feels like one and done for Rose. And under pressure, he wilts. Smoke towards that heaven side now, and you can see Brawk tries to play himself into the side. He's going to get there. Awkward now. And the judge is a well-apportioned weapon for just such a situation. He gets away with that too. Spotted though by Scuba. Spray into elbow. Deals with the neon. And here's Kreven from up on high. Can only find the one for the time being. And NRG whip around on him. BBL determined to use strength in numbers, but Marta's tucked in Mail. And he'll follow them. What a timing. Kreven dealt with, but now Marta's been revealed. Back in the mid he goes. Behind that relay bolt.
Just overwhelmed by the numbers, has to get away, but Kiko on high!
And that might be enough! Luida steps around the corner. Again, salvages the situation. But it might take a little more than that. Marta re-emerges here over towards B main this time, and NRG know they've got a bit of time. BBL are going to group up and make the play through small, but guess who's waiting for it? They've stepped into a Brawk. And that's Luida. A double face here surely means that this is the end of the road. Surely LaRock can't get it done either. And so, the brush